Well, what have we got in this vlog? Cute dogs, of course. We've got Skyfall, James Bond's ancestral home. A film set on location. Old paratrooper film recovered. A film being made for 2023. And snow in April. Hello again.
Hey.
Right, we've just arrived at a place called Hankley Common. It's, how do I describe it? When I was a kid, it was our playground, really. This is where all the kids used to come and play. It's also designated as a military area. So sometimes when the military are doing various training and manoeuvres, it's cordoned off. But it's quite a unique area. It's been in a lot of films. I always remember years ago when I was a kid that quite often you'd come up here and they'd stop you because they were filming, but we'd sneak round the back and have a look and stuff like that. It just so happens today they're filming. I don't know what the film's called. There's a security guard over there. We might ask him and see if we can find out. But recently there's been some pretty big films done here.
King's Man in 2021.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading off of a list.
Yeah, 1917.
Yeah, 1917. The Martin, was that Martin Scorsese?
Scorsese? I don't know. It was in 2019. The film.
1917. That was the military film.
That's the one with the one shot, isn't it? All the way round.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah. Skyfall 2012.
There's been various bits of Skyfall filmed here, and I'll put in a little screen dump of one of the pictures of it. So
Man from Uncle?
Man from Uncle, yeah, never heard of that. But when we were kids, there was probably just when I was about a teenager, there was a series on the TV called Tenko. That was all filmed here as well. About a Japanese prisoner of war camp.
It's an odd place. We're going to try and show you around a bit. It's sort of generic, isn't it? It's beautiful, but you've kind of got lots of different areas to it that lend themselves to being in other countries.
Yeah.
Because it's on sandy soil, it could be sort of desert land, or it's not necessarily what you'd expect to find in England.
No, it's very interesting.
It is an interesting place.
It is a sort of a designated filming area.
Yeah.
But yes, so I'm hoping that I can put the drone up here, but if they're filming, they might stop me.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So let's go and have a look. Well, we just climbed up one of the hills. Although we got no more inkling as to what it is they're filming, you can see all the marquees there that they use for the crew. So we'll have a further walk round and see if we can spot what they might be filming. Shall we, Maya? When we were kids and we used to play up here, it was about a 2.5 mile walk to get here. And then we used to play here for 5 or 6 hours, you know.
You had a lot of energy.
Yeah. It's a massive place. We used to play hide and seek. Wonder why we never found anyone. And another thing we used to do, I'd forgotten till just this moment, shouldn't do it really, but we used to collect bullets. When I say bullets, it was the spent cartridges we used to collect. But it was always a thing. I mean, we used to go home with bagfuls of them. We always said we were going to sell them, but we never did. Used to find a little nest where they used to fire from a machine gun, and for some reason or other, the soldiers weren't allowed to pick them up. Well, we weren't supposed to either, but we did.
Didn't you find grenades as well?
I found smoke grenades, not explosive grenades. Did find a mortar bomb once, but we kept clear of that.
Good idea.
Now, nostalgia is a wonderful thing, isn't it? It makes you think. So please indulge me for the next 3 minutes as I found some old footage of some of the things that used to go on here at Hankley Common, or in those days we used to know it as Hankley Dropping Zone. You'll see why. This barrage balloon was looked after by the RAF guys who were stationed here at the DZ, and 2 or 3 times a week the paratroopers would come in and they would use this to do what they called static drops, just to get them used to it before they would jump out of aeroplanes. In what seemed in those days as the long hot summers, we used to spend hours watching these guys jumping out of the balloon, and then we'd walk down and chat to them. It was quite surreal, really. Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do it these days. But look at the way these guys land. Watch this guy bounce. There were always medics around, just in case anyone got hurt, and they quite often did. You'd regularly hear probably just broken legs and stuff, but people screaming when they hit the ground. It was also a major event when the Hercules aircraft was circling, because it used to go right over our house a few miles away. It used to do big circles, and we'd always rush up to the common when the aircraft was out and about. I seem to remember there was a lot more when we were up there. They used to jump out both sides of the aircraft, and you'd usually count 20 to 30 parachutes. So quite a sight, actually. In this next clip you'll see the red light on the wall and it goes green, and then they start chucking them out. And none of us who used to rush up to the common did we ever think about taking cameras. I don't know why. I suppose we thought it would go on forever, but it would have been nice if we'd got some pictures at the time, because we could get right under the aircraft. Quite dangerous, really, I suppose, but I don't think health and safety was quite like it is these days. I will remember asking one parachutist the most stupid question ever. I said to him, "What happens, mister, if your parachute doesn't open?" I think he commented he just looked for a patch of soft heather. Bet he thought, stupid boy. Anyway, thank you for indulging me. Back to the main vlog. Yeah, it's funny to be back in our old playground.
Caught me! Caught me! Filming footsteps!
Stop. Yeah, there's definitely some filming going on here at the moment, because on the far ridge, it's middle of April now, it's quite warm, But it's been snowing over there. I don't know if you can see it. Let's turn it round. Can you see that?
There's a little van there, isn't there?
Yeah.
A van.
So they've put some artificial snow down. So I wonder what it is they're doing. So we're going to ask the security guy in a minute. Must be quite a big thing they're filming, because over there they put toilets. I think they're toilets, little rooms.
Yeah, toilets. And over there.
Yeah.
It's like all the way round the edge.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't want them to just relieve themselves in the bushes, would they? Back to when we were kids.
No wish to know. The weird thing is, they stop you from driving up. Like, there's a security man who won't allow you to go up there, but you could walk there to see what they're up to.
Yeah, you could.
There's no way they can stop you, really. It's sort of public land, isn't it?
Well, I think I'm going to risk putting the drone up and fly it over the snow, see what I can see. Yeah. What's the worst that can happen?
Shoot it down.
Yeah. Well, this is the entrance to the filming area. Security guy's gone walkabout, so can't really ask anyone. But this is this sign here. That's a new sort of sign. We used to ignore those. Well, while we were there, we couldn't find out anything about the film, but luckily my brother, he knew about it. It turns out that the film is called Napoleon and it's due for release in 2023. It's a film that's produced and directed by Ridley Scott, and it stars Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon, Vanessa Kirby and Tahar Rahim. Originally the film was going to be called Kitbag. No idea why, but they've changed it to Napoleon. To show us a bit more, my brother sneaked into the woods and took these pictures of the what turns out to be artificial snow. As well as being filmed in the UK, it's also being filmed in France, Malta and lots of other places all around the world. Well, that was most enjoyable, reminiscing and having a look round at Hankley. Now it's time for us to head back to Merlin, as we've got a rendezvous with my two brothers. We're going to meet up to have a meal in a restaurant. That would be nice. And this is our park up for tonight. And here's me with my two brothers, Brian and Mick. Don't look anything like them, do I? The good news is that I won't be driving, so I can have a couple of these.